Every ACT math exam has something like this, where they provide you some type of a paragraph and says use this information to answer the following 3 questions. And sometimes tests even have 2 sections like this. So I quickly scan through this and I can see they're talking about the number of tickets sold, and of those tickets, how many of the guests are first-time skiers, and they're talking about the elevation. And so I'm going to drop down here. It says resort collected a total of $6,000 in ticket sales. The price of an adult ticket is $50, and the price of a student ticket is $25. So I need to create equations that allow me to solve to see how many tickets were sold, both for adults and for students on this particular day. So let's say adult is going to be A, and student is going to be represented, the number of student tickets is S. Now, it sells a total of 200 tickets. This represents attendance. Now, the next one is going to be the price and the ticket sales. So an adult ticket is $50, and a student ticket is $25, and it sells a total of $6,000 in ticket sales. Now we want to solve this, but I want to go through here, and I want to give you alternative methods to do this. So one way would be to solve for a particular variable and to graph and to find where they intersect. Another method on your calculator would be to use the system where we set up matrices. Another one would be just to solve. We can solve by substitution or elimination. I'm going to demonstrate that. But if all of that fails and you're wondering, how do I solve this? I want to demonstrate. Only one of these choices is going to work. That's always the case for ACT. Only one choice will be true. So let's start right now. I'm going to plug in 40 for A, 160 for S, and I want to see, do both equations have the left side equaling the right side? So here we go. You ready? I have 40 plus 160. Okay, it equals 200. That doesn't mean that F is the correct answer. It also has to work for the second equation. So when I plug in or substitute in these values, in this case of 40 and 160, I need to use parentheses. Okay, now if this equals 6,000, which it does, then I just determined F is the correct answer. Before I show you an alternative algebraic method, turn to your partner and make sure you understand how I just used this. So what would be a different method for doing this? You may remember back in 8th and 9th grade about solving using things like elimination or linear combination method. I'm going to take, and I'm going to choose to, I think I'm going to choose to do substitution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract x to the opposite side. So I've isolated the A. This is what A equals, and then I'm going to plug it in here. So I have 50 times what A is equivalent to. And now I go through, I distribute, I would solve for S. Once I solve for S, I plug that value back in here, and then I've solved for A, and I find my choice. You choose whatever method makes most sense to you. Remember, ultimately, we want to be able to get the answer right and do it in the quickest manner.